about this, the way the Bible is color coded is quite interesting. So
It's just a helpful thing. I
okay,
don't
so
really
when
use it
you say prophecies of Christ in the New Testament, do you think some prophecies could be just tailored and doctored by the authors of the New Testament?
Well, if that's the case, then how can we trust anything? If God is not able to preserve His words, then
The reason why I ask this, because in my examination of the New Testament text, I find these prophecies have been manufactured, adulterated, and distorted from the Old Testament texts.
okay.
Open up the first book in the New Testament. I can give you some examples.
Matthew, yeah.
Yeah, open up Matthew. Let's start with Matthew. Let's open the first page of Matthew.
So,
Okay.
behold, a virgin shall be with child.
So no, I'm going to give you examples why I think the New Testament writers have distorted prophecies, or invented them rather. So if you look at these, this is Matthew trying to make Jesus the son of David, right? And he gives you the genealogy.
Yes.
And he says these are altogether here.
14 generations. Yeah.
All of the generations are 14, from Abraham to David, from David to the time of exile to Babylon, and from that to
Yeah.
Christ, right?
Yeah. I know.
Three
it's not
lots of 14. He says these are all the generations, not just some of the generations, all the generations. You can check that in Greek. If I'm not mistaken, this is how it says clearly in Greek there as well.
Okay.
All the generations. So he's making 14, three lots of 14. Have you ever counted them?
Yes. This is my numbers here.
Okay.
So,
No, I'm not asking you to count now. Are these all the people mentioned in the Old Testament, in the genealogy that he is quoting? Or are there more or less?
I haven't checked all
Right.
of them, but I've seen quite a few of them.
There are certainly more people within the genealogy. He's made grandsons into sons. So he's omitted, for example, he gives, like in verse 11, where's verse 11?
Yeah.
Yep,
Josiah begat Jeconiah.
yeah. Josiah did not beget Jeconiah. Jeconiah and the brothers were the children of Josiah. The middle person who's missed.
Look, I want to check now because I can.
Yeah.
I got the references here. So
Excellent, please do.
I can see 11. First Chronicles 3, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have what's it called? Like they use this. Is this one? The mark.
Oh yeah, that is actually.
Yeah.
I never use it.
Now you can.
So. Right.
Okay, so you can come back to it.
First Chronicles.
1 Chronicles 3, 15, 16.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's look. The sons of Josiah, the firstborn Johanan, the second Jehoiakim, the third Zedekiah, the fourth Shallum,
Yep.
and the sons of Jehoiakim, Jeconiah his son, Zedekiah his son.
So you have Josiah, right?
Because I'm going to lose it.
Josiah has. It's nothing. We're going to visualize it. His sons of
Right.
Josiah.
Josiah,
No, Josiah.
first
Yeah.
Johanan,
No, Josiah is the person in question, and the sons were Josiah. So he has a son called Josiah.
no, it says the sons of Josiah were
Johanan.
first Johanan,
Yeah, that's it. Johanan,
Jehoiakim,
Jehoiakim. It's a Z, right? Zedekiah. And the fourth one?
Shallum.
Shallum. Right.
There's then the son of Jehoiakim.
Now, go back to the New Testament. He says the sons of Josiah. Josiah had begat who?
Jeconiah.
So you don't have any Jeconiahs here. Right?
Right, let me look.
So Josiah, according to Matthew, is Jeconiah. Now, I know who Jeconiah comes from. Jeconiah comes from him. So if you go into 1 Chronicles 3, 15, 16, and the sons continuing from Josiah's children,
Yes.
go ahead.
Oh, and it's the sons of
Jehoiakim. The sons of Jehoiakim, so he's giving the children of Jehoiakim now, is?
Yeah,
Jeconiah, there you go.
Zedekiah.
And so on. So now we establish that the children of Josiah are these four. Jehoiakim is the son, and Jeconiah, which Matthew gives to be the son, is actually the grandson.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's omitted this name. You might think, is he shortening for something, like some kind of mystery, numerology, like he wants to make 14 specific things? Clearly, he's omitted this name.
Carried away to Babylon, and after they were put to Babylon, no, I think that's yeah, I mean...
Yeah, he's omitted this name. Now, here is what we know. We know even the reason why Matthew omitted this name. If the reason wasn't, I will show you, God willing. If the reason wasn't significant, then you'll say, oh, maybe he's some kind of things. But because he's giving you a historical genealogy, making Jesus to be what? Son of David. That's the thesis, right? Son of David.
Yeah.
Now go into Jeremiah 36:30.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken about the reference.
36 and 30. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, he shall have none to sit upon the throne of David, and his dead body shall be cast out in the day to the heat, and in the night to the frost.
Okay, so now my reference is correct. God is saying about Jehoiakim.
Okay.
Can you repeat that again? Once again, so we all hear it.
Yeah, therefore thus saith the Lord of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, he shall have none to sit upon the throne of David.
Right, so Jehoiakim will have no right to sit on the throne of David.
And his dead body shall be cast out.
Right, so he's cursed. God cursed him out from sitting on the throne of David, so no one through his line can be called the son of David.
Okay.
So if Matthew wants to make Jesus the son of David through this genealogy, he cannot have Jehoiakim. It's like shooting yourself on the foot, because Jehoiakim is cursed. Anyone that comes from Jehoiakim is not going to be sitting and claiming the throne of David.
Yeah.
That is why he removed it. So two errors. One is errors of genealogical lineage of the names. So it's more than 14, number one. Secondly, the reason why he's omitted is because of a theological reason. And this is that God cursed Jehoiakim, that anyone that comes through his line, they will have no right to sit and claim the throne of David. That is why Matthew has made Jesus through this line, but taking it off, as if people later on would not realize. But the Jewish people pointed this out, not the Muslims. They pointed it out. Look at Matthew. So this is one of the reasons. I mean, this is just the first page. Matthew has been demonstrated now with one example where he's distorting history to make 14 generations when it's not. It's more than 14. Yeah. And the reason of this distortion is a theological one. If we now say, okay, that's something that we can look up later. What if we show you one after the other the prophecies that Matthew makes, inventing, fabricating, distorting? Then you will say the chances are this particular author Matthew is being dishonest, and he's have a theological agenda to write his gospel to make whatever he wants to make Jesus to be. He says later on, the example number 2, about Jesus was prophesied that he shall be called the Nazarene, as was spoken by the prophets.
Okay, but
so now this is the second example.
We're going to worship the Lord Jesus Christ in spirit and in truth. As he received worship from his disciples, he received worship when he was a baby from the wise men. Only God is to be worshipped. Okay. Jesus
importantly,
Christ was worshipped.
As
thank God for the worship. And you will edit this because you're full of father the devil.
The prophets.
That's why you're going to edit
what I was going to say is,
okay, look.
Leon, we've got to worship as
before you go, I mean, of course you will go when you're
running away.
No one's saying that.
Jesus was
but I'm giving you 2 examples.
Was Jesus of Nazareth.
I'm not speaking to you, my friend.
That takes
I'm speaking
away
to this gentleman here.
And that was the inscription of Pontius Pilate on the
to come forward a little bit.
Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews.
So go ahead.
Written in Latin, Hebrew,
Jesus
and Greek.
came from the seed
Nobody
of
took his place.
Holy Spirit,
It was Jesus who was crucified.
Excuse me, can you remove
Jesus
your
of
dog?
Nazareth.
Why is your dog sitting on my feet?
My dog can sit where he wants.
Really?
You can always move
So he can sit on your head?
if he wants to.
Let him then. Okay, my friend.
Not going to. We have to go to worship. Are you coming? Or do you want to
Look. Before you go,
No, we're going to be
look
late
this
for
up.
worship.
As you realise, my
God
point
has
being,
an appointment with us.
I'm speaking. I'm
Yes,
saying,
it does.
if you search the entirety of the Old Testament,
I will. I'm gonna study it.
let me hear what I'm.
That's
just
our
hear what
whole
I'm saying.
business.
If you read the entirety
Yes, we
for
will.
the last 2,000 years,
Yes.
Christians have not found a prophecy from a prophet of God in the Old Testament
Yes, we
where
have.
he was called the Nazarene.
Yeah, Galilee of the nations. The people that sat in darkness have
As
seen a great light.
as a true,
The
sincere
Gentiles,
individual like you
they've
are,
seen a great light.
study that.
Yeah, and Jesus.
And
of
then you'll
Nazareth.
realize how
Jesus
Matthew
of
is being
Nazarene.
dishonest.
He is the light of the world. Bye-bye. The people that sat in darkness have seen a great light. Jesus Christ is a light.
You're late. So this is what happens. Unfortunately, when we try to reason with people, they realize they're speaking to one of us here, and they take them away. They take them away. I mean, that's fine. We only hope that gentleman that I've spoken to, given these two examples, sincerely looks into this, and then he is guided. And let's leave it to that. Thank you.